that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football. Joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Florida's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Up to 45 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. Past the 30. And he's running in the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They go to the ground. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Grimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Martinez. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block, it's Hawkins. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, It's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
Big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Get it out on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Restrepo. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Martinez on the carry. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Ball in the air. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And he could not get loose on the run. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, That hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
He's got 59 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Flying out to the left. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They are up by 7 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Dumps it off in the flats. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And, oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seat. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Plows through the defense. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Makes the catch. It's Restrepo. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. Smashes through. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hawkins. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Scanning the field, it's Ward. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This will likely be the last play of the half. The give. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And the Hurricanes get enough for the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. Down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Ward. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Hawkins. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the option. He'll pitch it. Across the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll pitch it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll turn to Martinez. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to...
Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody.
He lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Martinez on the carry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To throw, it's Ward. Gets it out quickly. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Coming after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Arroyo. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Martinez. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. On second down, he'll fire. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCormick. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their...
And that ball is picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants to take the top off. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown Gators! And the stomping has commenced. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point is good. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Here we go. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking left. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great.
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The option look. Quick toss. At the 20, he's got space. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Unloads it left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. There's no way behind. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W into the locker room.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. On the option. The pitch. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Now the toss. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.